Hello everybody! I wanted to show you this project that I made for Jen, who is Oak Tree Vibrations. She has a challenge going on her YouTube channel, and it's a fairy challenge. So we had to make a project, and immediately I was thinking about a fairy house. I never made one. I did a captured fairy in a bottle once, but never a fairy house. So I thought, well, that would be a great idea. And I thought I'd do it with a flower pot, a stone one. But no flower pots in my house. So I was looking around, what can I use? And my husband just finished with my son eating ice cream, and they had this ugly plastic container. Okay, I basically started with this plastic container that had ice cream in it, and it was pretty difficult because it was an odd shape. It's kind of an oval, and well, I needed to do something with to make it look less like it was a plastic container. So I made a kind of a bark tree. So this is what the end result looks like. There were a few things that she required that needed to be in this project, and that was something green, at least 2 natural elements. I have more, and I will point them out later, and stickles or glitter. So this is my fairy house, and I hope you like it, Jen. I'll tell you what I did. First, I did not want to see the plastic container, or see that it was a plastic container, and that was actually the hardest part. At first I wanted to hang it on a tree or hide it in the garden somewhere, so I also wanted to, whatever weather it was, it would last. And because of that I wanted to attach the papers on the inside. Later I thought, oh well, if I had done it on the outside, I would have gotten varnish over it or something to keep the water out. But then I was already struggling, and I had it done the way I did it, so I did not want to do it over again. What I did was I used some brown piece of paper, and I embossed it with a wood grain like this. I used some brown ink to make the wood grain stand out. I did on the inside, and I ripped the paper to pieces and paper mache'd it on the inside. Then I did the door, and for the door I had a great idea. It's not mine, I found it on, I think, Pinterest. The door are made of kind of wood stirring sticks that I glued, the thin ones, that I glued on a piece of cardstock. Then did my crackle technique with the white glue, and then painted the white glue on there, and then used a mix of white and brown paint that I painted over there, and then dried it with a blow dryer. And then it crackled, and then when it was dry completely, then I rubbed some black soot ink over it. Let's see, the green, well, that was a no-brainer. I used leaves, and the glitter and the stickles were also in there. I stickled the leaves, and I think you can see it on the camera, and also here and here. Then for the glitter, of course stickles was already enough, but I thought, well, fairies do have fairy dust, so I put a little bottle with a purple, that's a nail art bottle, just like this one, really small bottle, and in this one is silver glitter, and the other one is purple glitter. I used as natural elements the moss, of course, the wood from the stirring sticks, also a natural element. I glued on this twig, and it has 3 little Christmas bells, I think. I think fairies also visit each other, so then you can ring the bell. And I tied it in a knot with some metal thread. What else? Oh yeah, on top of there I glued a bird's nest with a bird in it, with some feathers, white feathers and black feathers. And what can I tell you more? Let's see. Oh yeah, here we have a lantern by the door, and that was made from a die that I have. And now I'm going to try to turn it, because on the side you can see, I hope you can see, it's the bird nest, and up there behind the window is the little fairy, and she has a garden. Oh, that glare is awful. Sorry, I cannot help it. We have the garden fence. Ooh, it came unglued a little. With the garden, a ladybug, and the lace was put by the window, and I colored the fairy in with colored pencils, and her wings are stickled. My coloring is really bad. Sorry. Okay, I try to. You see the door and the flowers, and the doorknob is also a metal piece. The fairy dust here, the lantern, and then the bird on top. And on the other side we also have, I used twigs again for the frame for the window, and the lace again. So, now I have to put it back. Let's see how it works. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So that's my fairy house. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.